welcome to Branson. Listen, thousands of hours of practice, tens of thousands of bags pitched. Incredible physical ability and laser focus will be brought here on this stage as we've brought together 16 of the best cornhole players in the world to battle it out to find out who will be the ACO Pro Series champion. Welcome to Branson, Missouri. I'm your host, Rich Pyle, and I'm going to take you on a slick side down ride through the ACO Pro Series tournament, where we brought together 16 of the best cornhole players in the world who will battle it out in a winner-take-all tournament for $20,000 in cash. Also with me today, up in the booth, is the loudmouth of the ACO, Finn Walters, and the beautiful Catherine Halbert. Guys, let everybody know what they're about to see.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rich, thank you very much. And it is a sport that is, as we all know, played with a bag in one hand and a cold drink in the other hand. And it is a sport because the ACO said it was a sport over 16 years ago. And this is a great culmination of some of the greatest players, as you mentioned, battling for that $20,000. Now, I'm holding a bag. Kat is holding a bag, but the bag she's holding has a distinct advantage.
It does today. Finn, we are looking at blue and red bags today. Our blue seeded players are our high seeds on their games all day. Red is going to be your low seed. They're going to throw in the blue lane. They're going to throw in the red lane. So who's supposed to win?
All right, we'll find out. Now, the blue bag doesn't mean you're going to win, but we do have a single elimination tournament. We will get down to best 2 of 3, but they are going to be battling for that big check to take to the big bank with these bags. Now, we brought these two and I brought these two, but all the big bags are about to be thrown on the court. Are you ready?
Let's keep on pitching.
All right, absolutely. We're going to pop a tic-tac and hand it back to you, Rich. Let's find out what's going on down on center court.
Ready? Yeah, what do you think about that, huh? All right, let's start this thing off. Pitching in the blue lane, seeded number 1, former king of cornhole from Louisville, Kentucky, Eric Easy Zocklein. And pitching in the red lane, seeded number 16, also known to have beaten a king of cornhole with a cane. From Greenwood, Indiana, please welcome Terry T-Bone Dawson.
All right, these guys are going to get ready to do their down and back here, Kat. Now, why is the down and back so important in a game of cornhole?
So your down and back is really designed for these players to get a feel of the boards. The board's conditions can change all day long. Humidity changes, the temperature in the room changes, and these guys are trying to figure out at this point, they want to throw sticky, they want to throw slick, because like we're throwing OG bags.
Yeah, these are the old school bags back to when they were first innovated to the point through the ACO, and that was moving corn out of the bags, the synthetic pellets, the stick side, the slick side. It allows you to place your shots. It allows you to slide your shots. And we're going to get into more of the basic shots of cornhole for those who are the uninitiated. Those of you who do play, you understand the way those bags are built. But to your point, these bags were handed to these players right when they got here, and it wasn't like they could bring their own clubs from home, if you will.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And you know, this changes the whole game. These guys aren't used to these bags. They aren't super comfortable with them. So you're going to watch them all day long really try and figure out what they want to do. Do they want to throw sticky? They want to throw slick?
Absolutely, and it is single elimination, so it does certainly behoove them to figure out which side is going to work best for them, what strategy they're going to take. You're throwing air mails, you're throwing sticky side, you're throwing all sorts of different warm-up shots. As they get back down into this spot, I say we flip it down back to the floor and let's get this action going. What do you say?
All day. I can't wait.
He is our lead official, Ryan LaBelle, and he is also...
Ready. I'm ready.
Let's get it.
All right, baby.
He is the lead official and the whistleblower, as you just heard there. He brought that whistle from home, and he is going to use it for sure.
Oh, yeah. These guys are held to rules. There are things that they've got to do, so LaBelle's going to be watching.
All right, that first bag is the key bag, and that is a very important bag to have. He played this slick side right up the front. Looks like T-Bone just going to follow him up there. But why is that first bag so important?
Your first bag's going to set your momentum. If you can throw that first bag and be in the hole, you're like, okay, I got this. I can feel it. If you throw it off to the side and it's not where you want it to be, it could really put you in a pinch to start off the game.
Boy, and these guys are lights out right out of the chute, getting comfortable with the center of the board. And that first bag ability to throw a blocker is also key, and we will explain a little bit more about that as we go. But how about that? T-Bone right out of the chute picks up a couple of points. Easy strays a little bit to the left on that fourth bag, and that did come back to bite him for a couple.
He did. He threw sticky side on that last bag, which I was a little surprised. His first bag out of his hand, first bag of the game, was slick. It was straight up the center. It was perfect. Then he kind of went back to sticky, and then he threw that last one sticky. It kicked off to him, and that's what you don't want today.
Right. Absolutely. And also, you'll notice as the players move from one end of the court to the other, they are mic'd. So we will get to hear them talking to one another about what they're doing, and a lot of times talking to themselves about what they're doing.
Oh, yeah. T-Bone just went off to the backside of the hole right there. It's definitely out of play, so if Easy can finish up here, he can get those 2 points back that he just lost last frame.
Get up, get up, get up.
Laid a little one just shy of the hole, just about the 5 o'clock position there. So is Terry going to go around him or up and over? He decides to kind of sneak it in on the left side.
For sure. That's definitely what he wanted to do at that point, just try and sneak around him. And if he would have sat next to him, it would have worked well for him, too.
Boy, and right there, you think Easy tried a push. He gave up the 2 there, but he tried to push and pull both bags in there. So Terry takes the early 4-0 lead.
For sure. And I don't know if for Zocklein it would have been better off just trying to put that bag in the hole and not trying to grab the other. I know you want to get those 2 points back, but you definitely also want to minimize.
All right, we'll see what Terry does with this first bag. Does he go for the hole? Yes, he does. He does not lay up for that blocker, so it's just going to be a chance to fire at that center lane. Again, Easy off to the left just a little bit. We'll let them kind of do their thing and let them listen in a little bit to what sort of internal dialogue and monologue they have.
There we go.
You notice there, you hear him say, here we go, there we go. It's because he flipped it over.
Nope, nope, nope.
You're going to listen to
Think about the
Zocklein.
conditions on the boards here so far.
I love it. It's just,
they look good to me.
It don't look good on paper right now, but I love it.
Because you're looking like you're jerking a little left so far.
I'm trucking a lot left.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I don't think the only one jerking around down there on the center court is Easy. I think this is not something that they're accustomed to either, being asked about the shots after the shots.
Not at all. These guys don't get talked to while they play. So this is a totally different realm for them. You know, you don't have someone come walking in. What's the board's conditions today? Like, seriously? I'm trying to throw a cornhole.
Well, I do have a feeling that Rich is going to be asking some questions here later that they don't want to have to answer. And I think he may be told in no uncertain terms to back off. So we'll find out here as we continue. You get that great shot above the board so you can see how they bunch up around the hole. And sometimes you have that opportunity to clean a little bit of space out there and open up the backside.
Ooh. Zocklein, that last bag for Zocklein was perfect. He was just enough in front of Terry's bag to make Terry kind of think about it. He could have gotten 4 at that point. He threw a little too hard, goes off the back. He's going to give Terry another point. Zocklein's got to settle in here. Zocklein is a person that if he can get zoned in and focused, he won't miss.
Yeah.
But he's got to get settled in.
Well, and I think with one and done, that puts a lot of additional pressure, clearly, because so oftentimes we're looking at 2 out of 3. But Easy got that nickname not just because of his initials, but because of his style. And if he can settle in just a little bit, I think you're right. And this is a game also that in 1 or 2 frames can completely flip over.
Oh, 100%.
All right, so this is a traditional slide sort of bag. You try to put it down there around the logo and slide it into the hole. The blocker bag, which we've spoken of before, typically put about 4 to 6 inches in front of the hole to make the other player kind of come up and over if need be.
That bag right there is going to fall.
And it did. You got it.
Go.
That is one of the benefits here of throwing that slick side.
Lean with it. Come on.
He's trying to get that bag to just tilt just a little bit to fall in.
Wash.
This.
All right, settle down.
Good shoot, my man.
Thanks.
You fine?
All right, they've had a chance to assess the damage, if you will, and speak to one another. And it is nice because you do hear each of them encouraging the other. I did hear Terry even encouraging Easy to settle down just a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Both of these players knew this was going to be a good game. And the scoreboard right now doesn't really reflect that because Easy's just not settled in. But he can pick up 4 points right here. The look of that board, those bags aren't near the hole. Easy shouldn't have an issue getting around them. Terry's going to try and...
Oh, and that's a huge opportunity right there off the back of the board.
Kill me.
He finishes, he gets 7.
Oh, and he does it.
Back in the game.
Just got 7.
What did you just say a second
Back in
ago?
the game. No, man. Let's go.
Afraid so.
It's 9-0.
Ooh.
We just talked about a second ago that this game could change within 1 or 2 throws, and you just put yourself from a 9-point difference to a 2-point difference.
Well, and honestly, you know as well as I do, you play on a professional level, a 7-point frame is not very common.
No, and it's not enjoyable trying to recover from either. But Easy got excited, and his first bag was off the back.
There you go. There we go.
And you can tell as soon as it comes out of their hand, almost in any other sport, you know if that ball comes out for the 3-pointer or you shank a shot on a golf course, you know as soon as you've come through it what's going to happen. These guys know better than anybody what's about to come off their fingertips.
Easy can finish up here. He can limit to 3, maybe get lucky.
There it is.
But
Get over.
at least limit Terry back down to 3.
Hey!
And he caught a break.
Penny! Come on, Eddie.
Yeah, he lucky to get away with just giving up one right there. But as we battle our way to 21, if you're new to the cornhole game, then basically you're looking at 1 of 4 shots. That slide shot up the middle, owning the middle of the board is key. The ability to block your opponent just shy of the, right, just like right there, like you saw Terry do. Now you forced your opponent to go up and over with what's called an airmail or push everything and clean it up.
Correct. And I don't know that Terry actually tried to put the block up. It just laid in a perfect place for him, and it made Easy go through it. And the way that these guys play, it is slick up the center. That's what we're going to see this game.
Oh, and that one takes the backboard and falls back in.
Terry's going to...
Oh, and he has really opened the door here for Easy.
Easy's definitely going to have to go around the side, though. Just like that.
Well, I'll tell you right now. Look at that. I can't throw from that side.
You think it's just that side of the board?
No.
All right, bring it together.
And just like that, Easy retakes the lead. Well, I say retakes the lead. He's never had the lead. He takes the lead for the first time, 11-10. Again, looking to be the first to 21. And this is the first of a lot of great matches that we will be seeing today as we work our way up to that $20,000 final 2 out of 3 match. Cannot wait to see who will be crowned the first American Cornhole Organization Pro Series champion. All right, so
Get over.
We are absolutely the mouth of this. Let's go eyes and ears, Rich, from down there on the center court. What are you seeing? Are you feeling a shift in momentum?
I actually think that the shift is occurring here in the fan zone. EZ's fans are going crazy, which may be bringing him back into the game, and T-Bone's fans are kind of getting a little limp, kind of like his game is.
Well, these fan zones will be key to what's going on, Kat. We're looking at the Loco Canopies fan zone. I think how about we call them the Loco Crazies?
Loco Crazies and the Taco Jerky. What about the Taco Jerky?
Tahoe Jerky?
Meatheads?
The Meatheads?
Oh.
All right, let's go with that. So we got the Crazies and the Meatheads back in each of their respective players. The first bag, all-important bag to Eric Zocklein. He lays it in first, so let's see how this frame plays out here.
You heard Terry just say he didn't feel comfortable from this side of the board, and he just did it again. He's off to the side.
Oh, that's short.
Oh, he just opened that up right back there for Terry. Now he's got a little bit of a bank shot opportunity, but he misses.
Get up there.
Again to the left and gives. Ooh, now, what are we looking at there?
That's tricky. You've got one of Easy's bags pinched in with two of Terry's. If Terry can go clean all the way through, a blue and a red should fall, but Terry's got to make sure he pushes hard enough. So he doesn't do that.
The last thing he wanted to do right there.
And I don't know if he flipped it over to throw stick to just try and lay it up to minimize to two to not worry about that. And it just went too far. But whatever he was trying to do there, it did not work for him.
Well, we mentioned the fan zones, the Local Canopies, Loco Crazies over there. One of the fans in there you see in the pink fleur-de-lis is Easy's better half, Andrea. And if you ever want to know what's going on inside his head, she is out there manifesting it, to be sure.
Andrea is like, your significant other is always your hardcore fan. They're your number one. But her emotions run so high watching that man play. You can tell everything in the world by the look on her face.
Well, I tell you, this one could be a big swing here as well. Push one off the back.
There you go. Oh, easy. Easy.
Not taking advantage of that opportunity left there by Terry.
He can still sneak
Good
one,
bag.
and he does. He's going to sneak one out of it because he had knocked Terry's off the bat.
All right, we mentioned Andrea. Rich is on center court now with that number one fan for EZ. What's going on with Andrea? How's she holding up?
I'm here with Andrea, EZ's biggest fan. What's going through your mind right now?
Oh my gosh, just for me to breathe and calm down.
You're making me shake just because my arm's around
He
you.
needs to slow down. He slow down, take his time, and stay in the zone. He needs to stay in his zone. And just,
Do you think that every game that he wins is because of your coaching?
I would like to say that.
Then go ahead.
But yes, it's because of my coaching.
So let me ask you, Rich, is there a chance that she's going to elbow somebody and they're going to bloody their nose down there because she is in full form?
They're a little worried in the booth that you might be able to knock somebody out over here with all your forming.
It's a little crowded over here. I turned around a minute ago, like, I like to run around, and I turned around, like, it's too crowded over here. But I love it too. So I'm good.
Well, you're doing great. Obviously, whatever you're doing is bringing them back into the game. Keep it up.
Goodbye, baby. Goodbye. Thank you.
You're not even listening to me anymore. I got to get out of here. Back to you, Finn.
There's only a certain amount of Andrea you're going to get as long as he's playing. Wow, that's a fantastic shot right there.
It was, and Andrea said it perfect. It was good bag, baby, good bag, because it was. Easy made Terry have to hit a shot at that point, and he went up for the airmail. It's really the first one we've seen in this game, which, I kind of expected that going into these two players because of the way that they play. But I think Terry needs to find something to get his momentum back because since Easy's taken the lead, it's really been a struggle for him.
Well, and he is missing consistently, so that shows him that maybe he makes maybe a move an inch to the left or an inch to the right. But it is kind of interesting. And sometimes I don't feel like we even need to be here. They're calling the match and how it's going to go from there. They know what's going to happen before it happens.
Oh, yeah. Zocklein is a super vocal player. You can hear it every time he lets a bag go. Terry's not as vocal, but you're going to know exactly what's going on.
That's a fantastic bag to push both in, drag one in with him. EZ matches the follow there with that one sitting up still just upper left. Used that actually, did Terry, to drop one in there.
Two.
Oh, and it just leaks in the left
Throw that
side.
fishing pole at it. Bring it back. Let's go.
Do you get the feeling like at some point we're just sitting up here on the deck in the backyard and we were watching these guys?
I feel like that every time I watch Eric Zocklein play, which is super often.
Right.
But Terry using Easy's bag not only benefited him as a bumper, but it also helped to ensure that Easy had no opportunity to grab that bag. And that's what Terry needs to do. Terry needs to make sure at this point, if Easy's going to put him on the board, he's going to move him out the way.
All right, puts one up and just a little bit beyond. That one is likely irretrievable for Terry, so.
Definitely going to be out of play, especially out of play now. Those bags are nowhere even close.
Get down. Get down. Yeah!
Oh. That's a nice follow there.
Easy finishes up here.
Nope, nope.
He's going to put himself 1 point away from moving on to the next round.
I think he surprised himself there. I will tell you, with the level of the game that I play, anytime I'm on the board, I'm surprised. But I think that one caught him off guard there. He picked it up. He's got 1 point to get through this first round. It is single elimination as we work our way toward the finals later on for $20,000. First bag to Zocklein, the #1 seed.
That's a good placement. Terry's got to make sure he's super straight because that bag being on slick, if he wouldn't have been, he'd have kicked it right in the hole and he'd have gone off to the side. And that would have given him.
Nope. There it is.
Yeah, see, you don't even need us most of the time.
Oh, no. He's going to tell you if it's going in the hole.
Well, one of the things that's been said about T-Bone is his consistency over the years. And he is one of, obviously one of our top senior players in the ACO, but just his consistency. No one was surprised to see him play himself in to the finals 16 for this program.
No, when I told him yesterday, I was like, you know what you did today? He said, I made it, didn't I? I said, you did make it. It's funny.
Oh, no.
Right? But you know what's funny is when Rich introduced T-Bone, he said that he had beat a former king with a cane.
Yes, he did. Not just any king.
The man he's playing against right now is who he beat with that cane. So there's no cane, but he still wants to beat that man, and he knows that he can.
Well, I'll tell you what, it is just so close for Zocklein right now, and he is dialed into that center section of the board.
We like to call that the easy way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When he is in that zone, he doesn't miss.
Oh, that ain't good. That ain't good.
Oh, and he apparently skipped out of the zone there for just a moment, but you knew it as soon as it left his hand. He knew it was coming off to the side. Now, Terry's able to take care of that, and
that one looks good.
oh, and it falls in. How about that?
See if Terry can capitalize.
Oh, an opportunity missed, a draw, no blood. Still 1 point away from this first round victory again. And we're looking at our first seed, our #1 seed,
You slipped? Yeah.
and our 16 seed. Greenwood, Indiana versus Louisville, Kentucky.
That's 2 frames back-to-back that T-Bone has given Easy a super break here. He needed the advantage. He needed to score points, and both times he could have scored.
Okay, now, Rich, you're right down there courtside at center court. 1 point, but it's oftentimes the hardest point to get. Has Easy given you any kind of vibe as to where his head's at? Is he going to play it safe here?
Well, you can definitely tell by the look on his face from where the game started that he has gotten into the zone. He's not doing all the smack talking and crowd cheering.
Going in.
He's definitely focused.
It didn't go in, but
until now.
There's no way T-Bone finishes. Oh my. Look at Andrea. She wants so bad to be in the middle of that court right now. She can't stand it.
Did better than I thought I was going to do. Nervous.
T-Bone, yeah.
You
Congratulations.
My goodness,
Turn
man.
around here. Turn around here.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the first win. That did not start the way that you thought it was going to, I bet.
Oh, it definitely didn't. I was struggling. I struggled almost all the time. But T-Bone is a heck of a good competitor, and you got to stay middle with him. If you don't, you're going to lose. I mean, it's just basically the game. You got to put it in the middle, you know. But, yeah, I struggled, but got the victory, and I can't wait. Let's go. Let's get it done.
How much did your fan zone help you out in that game?
Oh, they were awesome. I loved it. They were pumping me up, and that's what you got to have. You got to have a little bit of support, you know what I mean? And I love it. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Make it through.
Thank you.
T-Bone. You started that game on fire.
Yeah.
You did. I think you had him on his heels right from the get-go.
I tightened up a little bit. And
Sometimes it's harder to come from the lead, right, and finish off the game because you start thinking, well, I'm about to win this, so you start to play not to lose.
That never occurred in my mind, believe me.
You didn't think so?
No.
I mean, you had a big jump on him. You didn't think you had that game?
No, I thought I did. I wasn't worrying about my game at the time. I thought I was doing good. Just keep shooting and you'll be fine. Then some idiot can't throw across the board.
Oh, my.
Well, I'm sorry to see you go, man, but congratulations on making it to this tournament. Not many people had made it. Had tons of people trying out for it, and you were one of the top 16, so congratulations for that.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Good luck.
Mm-hmm. All right, so as you see, Eric Zocklein out of, by the way, Rich, it's pronounced Louisville. For future reference, Louisville, LVL. We use one letter twice because that's my hometown, and that's how lazy we can be. You're seeing some of the highlights and some of the emotion involved, and this is just the first game. Again, battling for $20,000. This is the American Cornhole Organization Pro Series of Cornhole Championships, and we have got a lot of cornhole to get to. And we are going to see more and more of this sort of emotion, Kat, and this kind of gameplay, and it's going to get really, really tough.
That is so an understatement. This next game is going to be high emotion for everyone involved in this situation.
No question whatsoever, because we are going to be introducing a couple of players that give us a new definition, if you will, of the ACO family, and we'll get to that after we get these players onto the court for the second game in round one. We're going to throw it back to center court. Rich.